Namaste. This episode of Dave Begs for More Comments on his videos is brought to you by Dr. House, the doctor who gets to say what would get any doctor fired in reality, but doesn't get him fired most of the time because I think Cuddy is secretly in love with him. But anyway, in the spirit of saying the things that the normal guys don't get to say. I am not a guru. I will never be a guru. I was a guru at one time, and it sucked. Why? Because all organizations today are not what they seem to be, and especially spiritual organizations are infiltrated, from the very beginning, by covert operatives for various organizations, 3-letter and more. How do I know this? Well, I started a spiritual group back in 2005 called The Esoteric Teaching. And some of those old videos are still floating around here on YouTube. You can go search up if you want to see. And basically, it was no more than about 3 months into the formation of this group when the first agents infiltrated it, and who later on wound up plotting a coup to get rid of me, and then were using the organization as cover for a drug ring. I found all this out, somehow or other. And before that, I was associated with ISKCON. And ISKCON is very easy to find out if you go on the web. ISKCON was definitely a cover operation for the CIA. The dudes used to brag about it. It was no secret, at least within the temples. They threw me out in, about the year 2000 or so, for engaging in illicit sex. But the truth is, most of their leaders are like flaming gay, actively gay, even though they wear titles like Swami and Guru and this and that. And they make my sex life look like, high school dating compared to what they're doing, some of these guys. You can look all this up on the internet. I'm not making any of this up. I was there. And then later on, when I was in India, when I was living in Tiruvannamalai, there was all kinds of evidence that British intelligence was involved at the highest level with Ramanashramam and editing their books and so on like this. And really, they bought off the management. Money talks and everybody walks, right? So any kind of a religious organization today, if they have a living guru, they may be in the service or in the name of a dead guru, or they may have a guru who's not quite dead yet. But if he doesn't follow his handlers, he will be soon. And they know this. So it's criminal organizations, intelligence organizations, which, by the way, are pretty much indistinguishable and often related. And just the normal, plotting, backstabbing, gossiping conspiracies that go on in every organization, including corporations and so on. This is why I don't patronize any spiritual organizations. Oh, and I forgot to mention Buddhism. Oh my God. What I learned when I was a monk here in Sri Lanka would curl your hairs if they're not curled already. Rampant homosexuality, child abuse, drug business, and other illegal business like smuggling gems, gold, etc. So why they're doing this is because a spiritual organization is simply the best cover. Here we are, little goody two-shoes, good little monks, and we don't do anything bad, Yeah, they do. Because greed rules human society in Kali Yuga. Nobody is interested in serving anymore. Nobody is interested in giving anymore. Everybody's on the take. And what that means is they're exploiting every edge that they can get for the maximum profit. So I don't want to be a guru. No, thank you. And besides, what does guru really mean? Does it mean you see somebody on the internet and write them an email and then he's your guru? That's bogus. Because the real meaning of guru is that you have a deep, energetic, spiritual, and conscious relationship with someone who is self-realized. And more than any instructions in the literature or in meditation techniques or any of that, rituals, etc., it is this connection of energy with a realized being that is the main value of a relationship with a guru. And to have that, you have to be in personal contact, at least to establish it in the beginning. Maybe later on you can go off and serve independently, more or less. But you are still under the direction, under the authority, and are responsible to the guru as a disciple. Disciple means discipline. The guru has to be able to discipline you. That means correcting you when you're wrong. Nobody wants this today. People want an easy little, guru in name only. Oh, yeah, Dave Bhagavan is my guru. But we've never met. We maybe exchanged a couple of emails. That's about as far as it goes. And similarly, people have such a low trust level and such a low responsibility level today that when I've made groups like on WhatsApp or Signal or any of these chat things, they almost immediately turn sour. And as soon as I discipline somebody, which, in chat groups is a normal thing to moderate somebody or even kick them out if they're causing a disturbance, then I get made out to be the bad guy because I'm supposed to be all loving and peaceful. No, that's bullshit. You have to be able to manage or people will run all over you. So those haven't worked out well either for the same reason. So I'm not a guru. I will not be a guru unless you come here and serve and take initiation. And that is a very big deal because to instruct you, I have to know you. And I can't know you through a chat group or online, emails or even a Zoom call. I can't know you. I have to be in your presence. You have to be in my presence. Then we can get to know each other. Then I can feel intuitively what kind of instruction is right for you. So, since nobody is willing to do that, come here to Sri Lanka, etc., I am not a guru. I do not have any disciples. And that's the meaning of guru. So that's issue number one. Issue number two is the comments. I will not continue this channel unless I get feedback from the viewers. How's it possible? Trying to do something like this without any feedback is like, driving blindfolded or something. It's just a recipe for disaster, because I don't know what is the understanding level. What is the comprehension level? I want to make a very high level discussion here. But if there are topics that you don't understand for whatever reason, doesn't matter, you have to query it. That's the deal. I'm willing to make these videos as long as you're honest and sincere with me about your misunderstandings. So nobody's going to see this because it's after 5 or 6 minutes, everybody goes away. But anyway, I have to say what needs to be said. I need to see your comments and respond to them and have a conversation with you. Not because you're going to become a disciple that way or anything, or I'm going to become a guru that way, but because I need to know how well I'm getting through to you. Maybe I need to explain some things more, or maybe I need to explain in a different way. For that, I need your feedback. Otherwise, I'm just guessing. I'm sitting here in a room all by myself, trying to come up with these deep videos, and I just can't do it. I'm burnt out. I can't do it anymore. I've been putting out all this energy for years and not getting anything back. No meaningful comments. I want to hear from you personally, how this is affecting you. Is it helpful? Is it too hard? Are there things you don't get? Why? I want to know why. Then I can address the problem and fix it. So you have to continue making comments. Here's a video that has no comments. Here's another video that only has, I think, 2. Why don't you go watch them and practice making comments on them? And we'll see how you do. And then I'll determine whether I'm going to continue with the series or not. Aum Tat Sat. Aum Shakti Aum. Aum Namah Shivaya.